Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the duplicitous, dishonest, sinister media every single day. So here's how I came about making this video. The other day I was hanging out with family, and I overheard one of my family members make a remark where what was said was something along the lines of, I heard Donald Trump speak the other day, and I was amazed. He was calm, poised, rational, what he said made sense, and then they followed up that statement with, I don't get why he doesn't always talk like that. And right upon hearing that, a light bulb in my head started to glow a beautiful white light. It's exactly what I've been talking about for years. The normalization, the humanization of Trump. Folks, that is what the media is so deathly scared of. That's the one thing they never want to happen. They never want Donald Trump to be perceived as normal, as relatable, as human. They want to cast him as a demon or as a monster. You know, as Robert De Niro was saying during that interview or that one-on-one with Bill Maher.
The guy is a total monster. He's such a mean, nasty, hateful person. I never play him as an actor because I can't see any good in him. Nothing at all. Nothing redeemable in him.
That's what they want. And that's where we come to my second reaction. That individual at the family gathering said, I don't understand why he doesn't always talk like that. Well, see, that's the thing. He does. Trump is always genuine, always great, always nice, always smiling, always presenting a positive image. The only thing is, media never shows you that. If you watch MSNBC, if you watch CNN, if you watch ABC, CBS, it doesn't matter. Just name the network, for Pete's sakes. Even Fox News is pretty bad on this one. They never show you the good moments. All they ever show you are out of context snippets, like the bloodbath snippet from last week, that they can then use to further demonize the man in this endless orange man bad campaign. And so, you know what? We've made a couple videos like this previously with Trump kissing babies, Trump having these viral moments, bringing people on stage. We've done it before. I figured I might as well continue it here. If the media refuses to humanize him, well then I will. Here's a great moment between Donald Trump and an emotional woman, something that I think everybody should see. This is the man they tell you is a criminal, a fascist, a bigot, a racist. This is the man they tell you hates women and doesn't have a care in the world for other people. I'm not seeing it. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, take a look at this epic, emotional, viral moment.
Hi, Mr. Trump. I was Miss Wisconsin USA in 2005.
Okay.
And,
I can see why.
Thank you. You have been, I just want to say thank you. You saved me in so many ways. And in recent years, I've been struggling with an incurable illness, and I'm on home care now. It was caused by a doctor's medical negligence. And in those dark days, fighting, right now all the tubes have been removed, and I have a do not resuscitate order, and I have a 7-year-old son. And in those days, in the hospital, I received from you a handwritten letter that said, to the bravest woman I know. And
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
And you,
such a wonderful, beautiful woman. I mean, just an amazing woman. And are you coming along okay?
No, sir, but that's okay, because I'm here right now to thank you in person, and that was my biggest dream. And I wanted to thank you because through you and your organizations, my son, who is Mexican-American, 7 years old, through your organizations and just being able to stand on that stage with you back in 2005, the outpouring of love that came from that ultimately provided my son, when he graduates high school, with a full ride to college. And
that's great. And you know what we'll do? We're going to watch him. You're going to watch him, Tana. Tana, watch him. We're going to be watching your boy, okay? But you're going to hopefully be around. You're not going to have anybody watching. You're going to hopefully be around. Those doctors are going to be so wrong. But we'll be helping you.
So we thank you. God bless you. And just, you know, he's a Mexican-American. And you, because of your efforts, have sent him to college. And I've been writing letters to him for when I'm in heaven to tell him that what you've done for him, now he has a great responsibility to pay it forward, just as you have done for us. And I can't thank you.
That's so nice. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I'm sorry, I have to go down and say hello. Is that okay?
Thank you.
That's who Trump is, and really that's who Trump's been since day one. So a lot of people don't seem to understand how Trump has positively affected so many people in his life. Anybody who's ever made it to his inner circle says the same story. And I was listening to Mike Tyson the other day, and he was singing Trump's praise as well.
Trump is, people don't like, but Trump is the man. Trump is the man. He has this fan base, he has his supporters, and they're going to stick with him to the end.
How has he been to you over the years?
Hey, I never had a bad moment with him.
You've never had a bad moment?
No.
Even Snoop Dogg recently came out to praise Donald Trump after initially throwing him under the bus back in 2017, and I'm sure the reason he felt the need to do that was to kind of cleanse himself, to get it off his chest. Trump did something good, I believe, for one of Snoop Dogg's friends, and so I think in my view, he wanted to change the record. We know how Dana White constantly tells the story of how Trump helped him. We've seen a similar story with Herschel Walker, for instance. That's why they're lifelong friends. That's why, despite all the political pressure, Herschel Walker never backed down and stood by his friend. Trump has always been good. He has a history of being good. There's all kinds of stories of Trump sending personalized letters to people that he's interacted with in the past or that he's learned about their sad stories.
Okay, this is super cute. So 9-year-old sends the president $3 and gets a letter back in return. Elijah was very concerned, Davies from Tennessee, because he heard from his parents that President Trump was only going to take a salary of $1. So he's like, how is this going to be? Take a listen.
How is he going to eat or drink or, pay if he needs to pay for his water bill or anything?
Oh my God, the cutest thing ever. So back in January, Elijah sent him the $3. He got the letter back. He was very excited, including the $3. Oh my God, he gave it back to him, to make a difference in his community and to think big and dream even bigger. So he reinvested.
My friend runs a correspondence office.
Oh, wow.
Does a good job.
In other words, I guess what I'm trying to say is that he's a genuine human being who cares about people. He genuinely cares about the country, which is why he fights so adamantly to preserve what made it great and safe in the first place. They say he's a bad person. He hates immigrants. That's why his southern border policies are so hawkish. But then, of course, if you understand the real reason behind it, Donald Trump wants to go to battle against human traffickers. Not exactly a racist. We got this juxtaposition here between what the media is telling us, the story that they're trying to sell, the reality of who the man is based on his actions. The Trump administration made battling human trafficking one of their utmost priorities. The intention behind separating children at the southern border, again, something that they said he was a racist for, he was a fascist for, he was doing it because he's cruel and mean, he was doing to save kids from being trafficked into horrifying situations by people who weren't their parents. That was the true story. That was the reality. And so you have the reality versus the media manufactured lie. When you hear somebody say that they for the first time saw Donald Trump's human side, that they saw Donald Trump speak and it was the first time that they heard him acting appropriately, you ought to question those people, whether that's because those clips or those moments or those interactions don't exist, or maybe they just haven't seen it before. Because I'll tell you, 10 out of 10 times, the problem isn't that Donald Trump doesn't have enough of these moments. The problem is that the media pretends they don't exist. The problem is that the mainstream leftist media doesn't want you to know that they exist. So they purposely don't cover them. If they covered Trump fairly since day one, he'd probably be one of the most popular presidents ever. So you ought to question those people. Is it really the first time? Do those clips don't exist of Donald Trump? Or is it just that you're watching a little bit too much Joy Reid and Rachel Maddow? That's pretty much it. That's the video. If this video does well, I might even turn it into a series. We'll try to make public all the moments that the media doesn't want to show you. Let me know how you guys feel in the comment section. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you feel like joining us. Of course, I know it's a lot to ask. Thanks for watching, friends, and I'll see you on the next one.